That's a keeper. Came in from the live shrimp video, how to catch live shrimp. We're now gonna go show you how to do everything at the beach. We've got our bucket full of live shrimp. Probably got about 70 or 80 in here. And now we're heading down to the beach to catch what will bite. We got Spanish mackerel, red drum, speckled trout yesterday. And we're gonna see what happens today. We're fishing a outgoing tide, live shrimp, easy rig. Show that to you coming up. It's gonna be on.
Whiting and pompano too. And flounder.
And a blue.
And a blue. Catch it all, baby.
Super simple rig setup. We got one split shot right there. I got some 20-pound fluorocarbon leader to a small golden hook. And on that golden hook, we're putting the live shrimp.
I got a little popping cork, 20-pound leader, a little circle hook, baby. We're gonna see if we can get some trout or some Spanish mackerel. Let's go fishing.
There's the first catch with live shrimp.
Oh, that's on a minnow.
Minnow?
Yep, I just dropped it.
Oh, there you go. Little mullet. The sound's the good place to get the bait. Come to the surf, you'll catch the fish. Hopefully we get something a little tastier. Luke just saw a Spanish or a blue right there. So hopefully we'll pull him in. They love shrimp. Oh yeah, right as I was talking, y'all. Woo! Oh, it's a big trout, big trout. Big old speckled trout. Bam! Y'all saw that? We're getting the net now. Live shrimp. That's a keeper. Right there, see him? Good dodge, good dodge. Damn, that's eating, baby. We're eating good. Boom, baby, boom. Hey, right there, easy as that. Live shrimp in the surf. We're showing you how it's done. Check them out. All right, show it to the police, show the police. Oh yeah. Hey,
That's over 14.
That's right, that's over 14. I'm putting her at 16. Y'all got a measuring tape real quick?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna run off the grandma.
Woo!
This is the one keeper we haven't caught this week yet. We got the drum, we got the blue, we got the Spanish mac, we got the pompano. What else? Yeah, that's no.
Yeah, trout.
Here, Luke, you wanna?
All right, that's over 14.
Oh yeah, he's big enough.
I say 16.
16!
He's beauty.
That's right. Boom, 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 boom. All right, well.
He was in the rip, eh?
Yeah, right in that rip.
And we saw a Spanish jump. I might have seen him jump.
Well, that's what I said. I said right before it, y'all. You heard it in the video before. I said, I think Luke just saw a blue right there. And then bam, that was right after that cast.
He's fat.
And look, little gold hook, man, they hold up to the big fish. Caught a 42-inch snook. Got 24-inch red drum.
Sweet.
I love speckled trout, man. I love those.
Let me see how big. Hold on, let me hold them up.
Look at that.
Oh yeah,
It's,
it's a lot.
About 17 inches.
All right, well, we're eating. That might run us off the beach right there. Look at that thing. That is some dark rain. But maybe that'll turn the bite on. Barometric pressure, you know. Oh! Oh, you on one? You're on one. You're on one. Oh, crabby and a puffer. Talk about turning the bite on. Oh. Go, Luke. Everything likes live shrimp. Everything. That's a delicacy right there. I don't know.
He's so colorful. Oh.
He probably bit your hook off. Yeah. Well, we're calling it early. That's a wrap. We had to rip out of there quick because of these big storms coming in. Oh my gosh, you feel that cold air?
Oh, wow.
Holy smokes. Well, we got all that live shrimp, but we got a whiting and a keeper speckled trout in about 20 minutes, I'd say. So, I mean, it works. Too bad we have to go, but use those techniques and you'll be catching fish. This is crazy. Look at that thing. All right, it's coming down sideways. If you guys want to keep learning grade A information about how to catch more fish, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn those notifications on. We have a wide variety of videos covering multiple species, how to catch them, great tips and tricks so you can catch more fish. Also, swing by our website to get more in-depth information on the gear and tackle that we love to use when going out fishing. Since that storm ruined our fishing trip and made it end early, we're going to talk about a few things back here in the studio. First up, let's talk about where we're fishing in the surf. When you're looking at a beach, there's obviously a lot of options where you can cast, but we found out that casting within the first trough off the beach is the most successful. So let's go ahead and look at a satellite picture of what that's going to look like, and then let's look at how that's going to look in real life. First, let's check out that satellite imagery. As you can see the beach, and then it goes to a darker hole where the water's a lot more blue, and then there's a sandbar where the water is lighter. We're going to be aiming to cast within that trough. On the beach footage, you can see that by seeing the sandbar out on the water. That's where your waves are going to be crashing. And then there's going to be the trough, and then where another set of waves are crashing again. If you have trouble finding these spots, you can always send yourself in as a depth finder. Just walk along the beach and wait till it goes from about ankle deep to maybe hip deep or chest deep. And that's where you know the trough is, that's where the fish will be. Next up, let's talk about tides. We were fishing this hole near high tide. It was from a high to a low, I'd say about an hour and a half after peak high tide. I like fishing around high tides when we're going for bigger fish, such as sea trout, Spanish mackerel, red drum. Really whatever bigger fish you think of in the ocean are gonna be in that trough during this high tide. Low tide is a great time to go out when you want to catch a lot of flounder, some smaller pompano and smaller whiting. You'll occasionally catch bigger fish then too, but I found that fishing near high tides catches bigger fish. Bait is another important thing when fishing in the surf. You saw that we were using that live shrimp today. That is like one of the best baits we've been using at the beach. It has led to a lot of great catches. Hooking those through the tail or behind the head is a great way to rig those up, and just switch it up if it's not working. If the head's getting pulled off by the fish, then hook them through the head. If the tail's getting pulled off, hook them through the tail, and see if the fish are smart enough to realize that, because usually if they're taking the head and you switch it to being hooked in the head, you'll catch a fish. Another great bait to use are those sand fleas, or sand dads, people like to call them, and those are found right in the surf. We have a video showing you guys how to catch those. Again, rig those up through the shell and toss them out, and you'll catch fish. Another good thing to use is minnows. Either mullet or mud minnows is a great option to use. Trout love mud minnows, so throwing those out like Uncle Andy did for the lizardfish will often produce in big fish. When you're working your bait on this rig composed of a split shot and a small gold hook, you want to make sure you have tension on your line the whole time, and reeling it in slowly, or however fast you need to make sure you still feel those bites. Because the last thing you want is to go out and catch all this nice fresh shrimp, and then to have all the fish steal it because you aren't feeling the bites. So having that tension allows you to feel those light taps and allows you to set the hook nice and easily. The rod and reel we like to use when fishing in these troughs is a 2,000 to 3,000 size reel with a medium light to medium action rod. Two of our favorites are using a Pin Battle 3 or a Daiwa BG combo. Those are all around just some of the best bang for your buck that you're gonna get with a rod and reel combo, because the reel
itself should cost as much as the combo does. So basically you're just getting a rod for free, and they have some really great rods too. So I'll link those below, check those out. If you're not getting a bite within your trench, move to the next hole. Oftentimes the fish like to hang out in one hole and get all the bait there, so if there's no fish in your specific trench, move to the next one down. It'll just like require a 50-yard walk or a 100-yard walk, and it's worth it. Another important tip when you're going surf fishing with this rig is getting a net. A nice landing net helps a lot. When you saw in the video, it helped us. We almost did lose it. Luke had a major dodge though. I mean, we should see that thing again. Yeah, you see that? Now that's what you want out of your netter. You know, the net really increases the chances of you landing your fish, especially the difficulty of pulling it up through the surf. But if you don't have a net, a good thing to do is time it with a big wave. When a big wave comes through, that's when you want to pull your fish up onto the sand, because the big wave will come and push the fish up, and then he'll just leave them in the sand. That's when you gotta go do the scramble, pick them up, throw them on to higher up in the sand. If you follow those tips and techniques, that should put you on some fish like we were catching all week. It's really productive to use live shrimp in these trenches. You're gonna catch fish no matter what. It's just a matter of how big the fish are gonna be. So if you guys have learned some helpful information, go ahead, click that subscribe button right down there and turn those notifications on, because we're just gonna keep on posting this good information and we want you guys to benefit from it. So we'll see you next time.